Hi friends, we will now read a poem about the need for enthusiasm. The key to success is unflagging enthusiasm. Under any adverse circumstances, you should not lose your cool, you should not be dispirited, you should not be dejected. So that is what this shloka says. One should not lose his cool, should not be dejected, should not be dispirited. So let us read the shloka. Anirveda Shriyo Moolam
Anirveda Shriyo Moolam
Anirveda Param Sukham
Anirveda Param Sukham
Anirvedo hi Satatam
Anirvedo hi Satatam
Sarvartheshu Pravartakaha.
Sarvartheshu Pravartakaha.
So this is a line from Ramayana. We know that Ramayana, we have a general idea about the story of Ramayana. There Rama, his beautiful wife Sita is there. This lady Sita is abducted by the demon king called Ravana. So this demon king keeps her in some secluded place, in some say a garden called Ashokavana. It is a garden, a nice garden which Ravana had kept for himself. So in that garden he keeps under the guard of very fierce, ferocious looking demons, female demons, let us say. So there Rama, of course, he doesn't know where Sita has been taken away, and then who has taken away, etc. Luckily, he comes to know that there is some indication that this lady has been carried away by a demon called Ravana, and he is there somewhere in the southern direction. So that is how he goes in that direction, and then on the way he befriends if he has already befriended all these people, he has befriended people like Sugriva and all these people. And then, with the help of the monkey king, Sugriva, the monkey king has got a very, very wise counselor a wise minister called Hanuman. And this Hanuman, he goes in one direction along with a team. This king Sugriva sends in all 4 directions, 4 different teams. So in the southern direction, this Hanuman goes with another powerful team. So they go there. Hanuman, we know that Hanuman crosses the river. There is a river, say from to Sri Lanka, not river, this is the ocean. He crosses the ocean because there is an ocean in between India and Sri Lanka. So he crosses the ocean and then he goes there to that Lanka. I have not seen that Lanka, but I am told there is that Ramayana, tourist, that whole tourist route also is there. So where, Ravana was there, Ravana's palace, and that place where Sita was kept, etc. So various things related to Ravana, or various things related to this story of Ramayana, they are still there in Sri Lanka. So anyway, this man, Hanuman, having crossed the ocean, he goes there. And then he searches every house. First he goes to Ravana's house, Ravana's palace, he searches every nook and corner. Then he goes to some other, all his friends and all his brothers' houses. He searches all houses. There is no trace of Sita, and practically he searches every house in that Lanka. But then he doesn't find Sita. Then again, at that time, he suddenly gets dispirited. He suddenly gets dejected. What to do? I have come this far, and then if I go back without finding Sita, it is a matter of disgrace for me. And then there was some information also. There was some information by one bird, Sampati, that it is this fellow who carried Sita, and if I can't trace Sita and if I just go back, Rama will be so totally dejected, he may lose his life, he may do some pranatyagam. That is, pranatyagam means he may even kill himself. So what am I supposed to do? So he feels totally dejected, totally he feels sad. Then at that time, then he actually counsels himself. He counsels himself, no, this sort of dejection is not good at this time. Then he thinks it is a sort of soliloquy. At that time, we are familiar with this word soliloquy. Soliloquy is in some play or in some, in any book, a character, when there is nobody else to speak to, he is speaking to himself. So obviously, he is conveying his impressions to the reader. Obviously, the poet or the dramatist, he is conveying the emotions of that particular character to the reader. So here this is one such soliloquy by Hanuman. So he is thinking in himself. What Hanuman is thinking in himself, of course Valmiki puts it in this particular form. So he says, Anirvedaha Shriyo Moolam. Nirveda means getting dejected, totally losing confidence, losing enthusiasm. That is what is called Nirveda. Feeling sad, morose, dull, etc. That is feeling Nirveda. Anirveda is the opposite of it. Anirveda means not getting dejected, not losing enthusiasm. Always be in good spirit. Always be optimistic. So that is what is Anirveda. Anirvedaha Shriyaha Moolam. That is the root for all fortunes. That is the root for all, say, good things. Shri here need not necessarily mean money. Shri means any good fortune, all cause for all, say, positive results, let us say. Here, of course, Hanuman is looking only for a good result, positive result. He is not looking for money. So, though Shri, the word Shri refers to Lakshmi or wealth. Here, what is the wealth that he is desiring? The wealth he is desiring is Sita. So, that is it. Anirvedaha Shriyo Moolam, Anirvedaha Param Sukham. And this Anirveda, the spirit of this highly optimistic spirit, is what is needed for, is what gives you happiness. Anirvedaha Param Sukham, that is what gives you happiness. So that gives you supreme happiness. Then Anirvedo hi Satatam, Satatam means always. Anirvedaha Sarvartheshu Pravartakaha, that is the guide, that is what directs you in all activities. So, unflagging enthusiasm, optimism, never failing optimism, let us say, never failing optimism, these are the things which propel a man in all his activities, sarva artheshu, in all the endeavors, in all types of activities. This enthusiasm and optimism is what prompts a man, what propels a man to take up all such activities. So, that is what so the poem says. So, this applies to all of us. This applies to all of us in all normal situations also, in all daily situations also. We sometimes get dejected, but we have to counsel ourselves. The great advantage of reading literature is that there are so many such statements which help us to counsel ourselves. So, when you are in such a frame of mind, then you can recall, oh, Lord Hanuman also was like this. Lord Hanuman counselled himself, let me counsel myself. So, it is a sort of self-counseling session. So, when you read literature, you need not go to a psychiatrist. If you read good literature, you find hundreds and hundreds of such passages. You need not go to any psychiatrist. So, analyzing our own strength, analyzing our own weaknesses, analyzing our own opportunities, what they call SWOT, SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunities and threats. So, a person is supposed to do this SWOT analysis so that he is always prepared to face a situation. He is prepared, he equips himself, he trains himself, he strengthens himself to face a situation. So, that is what we find in this particular shloka. So, here of course there is not much of grammar. Na plus Nirvedaha becomes Anirvedaha. Nirveda is dejection, Anirveda is non-dejection, a sort of unfailing enthusiasm, unfailing optimism. Anirvedaha Shriyaha Moolam, Anirvedaha Param Sukham. So, there is not much of grammar here. Let us repeat the shloka. Anirveda Shriyo Moolam,
Anirveda Shriyo Moolam,
Anirveda Param Sukham,
Anirveda Param Sukham,
Anirvedo hi Satatam,
Anirvedo hi Satatam,
Sarvartheshu Pravartakaha.
Sarvartheshu Pravartakaha.
Fine.